Hey, hi. So we're done with the first part of the project for implementing a Kafka's consumer and producer using Spring integration and Avro messages. So instead of doing a write up, I decided to do a screencast that would help you understand it in a better way. So let's go ahead and do the first step to import the project in Eclipse. So since this is a Maven project, we'll import it to Eclipse using existing Maven project. So when I'll deliver you the source code, or when you download the source code, you'll get one directory and one POM file. So you open this. Okay, we can just ignore this for now. Now once the import is complete, you might see some compilation errors in one or two of the classes. So you might see a compilation error for this event class. Also you might see compilation error somewhere here. Now you might see compilation error in the test classes for the event class. Now this is because we haven't yet generated the event source code. Now where is this is because we are using Avro. So we have a Avro schema event.avro schema, which is a simple Avro schema file which contains three fields: name, application ID, and timestamp. So these are dummy fields I have just created to just for a sample payload. Now let's go ahead and run this using the Maven plugin. So I have added one Maven plugin. POM. So this is the Avro Maven plugin, which basically generates files and generates the source files from the Avro event schema. Now if I run this, so I'm running this. Basically, if you see the run configuration for this, so when you first time do a run as Maven build 1, so you get this page with an empty goal. So just give goal as generate sources and then you can run it. So I've already run, I'll not run anymore. Now if I refresh my target directory, I would get the generated resources directory. Now what I can do is I can add this Avro generated directory to my build path, use as source folder. So once this is added, so I have com and Europe blue event. Now all my compilation errors are resolved. Okay, so let me explain the code a little bit. So this is a Spring Boot application. So I have the normal Spring Boot application starter class. So we won't be starting this application using this class because we don't need it right now, because we would be testing with it with the test classes. Now the next thing is I have the consumer configuration over here, all the consumer configuration of the channel adapter, the consumer listener, the consumer factory, and the consumer configs, and the producer configuration over here, and the producer channel configuration class. Now why these are channel classes? Because these are basically uh, configuring not only Kafka but Kafka consumer or Kafka producer, but Kafka consumer and producer through Spring integration. Now for this particular event object which we have created in the generated resources, we also have some event serializer and deserializer class. Now, so I have written those serializer and deserializer class over here. And next thing which I wanted to show is the application.properties. Now the application.properties has these particular fields. So Kafka, Spring Kafka Bootstrap servers, Spring Kafka topic, and Spring Kafka group ID. Now how do we test it? So for that I have written a test class where I am basically producing one message to Kafka and at the same time consuming it on the same uh, test class. So if everything goes okay, the JUnit test should pass. I can actually uncomment this, and now I'll run the test case to see if everything is okay. And here I have just given it a delay of 1 second so that the message is produced properly before it's being consumed. So I can just right click on the class and go and run as JUnit. Okay. So it's waiting for the message to get produced, but it should have been produced by now. Okay, let's stop this for now and try to run it again. Yes, so now it has my messages, it has come up, so that's the reason the test case is passed. So let's run it one more time. Yeah, the test case has passed. If I can see, the JUnit test case has passed. So that's all for now. Do let me know if you have any queries or doubts on this, and the next part we would be adding the Kerberos SASL authentication to this particular project.